Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can't hear you, bro.
Good on mute button. My
All
bad.
right, there you go.
I was like, that ain't good. That's not good at all. Oh man, that's
That's
good,
funny,
my
man.
brothers. Happy Wednesday, my good man. Happy Wednesday.
Yes, yes, yes. Let me just mute, bring the volume down on this side here. I'm good though, brother. How you feeling? What's going on with you?
Pretty good too. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Nice,
One
nice.
thing I can't do, can't wave at people no more on the side, but I'm gonna make it happen.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I think they're gonna understand the vibes. At least it's no more waiting to connect
No more
situation,
waiting
man.
to connect. You know what I'm saying? We right back up there. Right back up there.
That's it. That's it. Fabe Soul in the building. Was good, brother.
Stay on time. That's what's up. Stay on time. Yeah, man. Make sure everything working.
Yeah, all is good, brother. All is good. What's good with you, man? You gotta tell us how Got Soul went, man. I seen you out there doing the interviews and shit. Let us know.
I already spoke to them on the side. I said, yo, that jacket though, that Supreme joint with the Statue of Liberty on it, that North Face joint. I was like, yeah, I need that in the XL stat B.
See, we got Sassy Lizzie on the check-in. What's good, fam? My man said it was litty. It looked like it, man. I love those type of atmospheres where everybody's just there to just embrace the culture, no excessive nonsense, man. That's what's up, yo.
Helps everything go better. When everybody's on the same page, make everything go better.
That's a fact. That is a fact. All right, so people trickling in slow.
Nigga Steve teasing said I had one of them jackets too, but I sold it. Bet you did, Pimpin. Bet you did.
Yeah, man. Stuff like that, man. You gotta get that out there. Get that bread.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's work a couple more minutes.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
happening
man.
over here?
Yeah, just hoping this weather get it together sooner or later, bro. Like, you know
Hey,
what I
anything
mean?
better than what we was experiencing from last weekend. I say that shit right now.
Yeah,
I'd take 40. 40 is great.
yeah, yeah, man. Like, I don't care how much of a New York I am. Like, you know what? Let me backtrack that. As long as we don't get crazy snow, I'm cool. That so I'll actually take all that wind and all that shit. I'm cool with that. Just get that snow shit all the way up out of here. I'm good with it.
Where I can't. I'd rather not. Much rather not.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Because I'm not. I don't have the back for the shovel no more. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not. Before, when you was younger, your late teens probably you could get a good
Yeah.
90 minutes of
Yeah.
over the shoulder. I got about 6 of those in me. Before I'm like, where's the snowblower at? Where the kids were? Anybody want to make money no more these days? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, man. They too
what it
busy
is.
trying to game and shit.
I know. Yeah, he's upstate. I know his shit crazy. Whole little 3-4 inches be 3-4 feet for him every time. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it out there.
Let me close my email, man. Some work shit going on.
I was spicy in a post 5 p.m.
You know what it is, man. I'm subscribed to so many damn newsletters that that should just be going off all the time.
Get caught up.
Yeah. We'll give it like 3 more minutes, see if people roll in here, man. Yeah, like I'm excited, of course, getting, it's hump day, getting close to the weekend. Always a good vibe when your weekend's around the corner.
Big facts. Big facts.
Figure that shit out. Um, yeah. Just trying to think about how to end January. We're gonna get into that a little later. Dry January.
I try to keep it as clean as possible. It's good for the inside.
Ah,
Good for the insides.
we will try. We will try. Oh man. All right.
Twitch is dope. I ain't gonna hold you. Got mad little features.
Huh?
Twitch is kind of dope. We got mad little features over here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to anybody joining from any of the platforms, IG, YouTube, and Twitch tonight. We'll get into some things.
Mhm.
They start playing with the lights off. Yeah, sometimes I be getting some weird notifications, man. I don't be knowing what the hell going on.
Email or just up straight to your phone these days?
Both. You know what I mean? It just came saying started playing with the lights off. I'm like, what the fuck that mean?
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, I ain't even clicking on that. Like I'm starting to get text messages, bro, talking about, hey, is this Anna? I'm Carly. I just delete them shits because I'm like, there's no reason for you to confuse me with somebody named Anna.
Whole combo could go. Delete, yeah, the whole conversation. I don't need none of that.
Whole thing, man. Like I've had the same number since high school, so ain't no reason for nobody to be mistaking me with nobody.
You had the same number since high school?
Same number since high school, bro.
I'm a little ashamed. I still don't know about Heart. Damn. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, you never said, "Yo, this is my new joint." I don't think I've never had a conversation with you, and you've never had it with me. Like, you never had it with me. Like, I've definitely had the same number since high school. Damn, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. That's how
If you
we
don't know
stay
my
down.
Heart, I think it's a 917, but don't hold me to it.
Nah, we gonna keep that off these airwaves.
Oh, yeah. I'm not tracking nobody.
I see
555 numbers only.
See Jeff join us on IG. What's good, Jeff? Appreciate you joining, man. As you can see, a little bit of different setup tonight, but still the same vibes, man. Appreciate you joining. All right, my brother. It is 8:10, man. Listen, how the hell are you, bro?
Listen, it's Wednesday. Like you said, the weather's breaking. Not too pretty happy about that. You know what I'm saying? This upcoming weekend, unfortunately, great news and better news. You know what I mean? Me personally, as a football fan, I will get more into it when I hit the sports corner. But Championship Sunday, it's better than Super Bowl Sunday to me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of teams, but all four teams all vying for the one chance to get there. You know what I'm saying? And you got a good chance of one of the games being good. You know what I'm saying? When Super Bowls, it's either good or it's bad, and everybody got to deal with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the basketball, the football guys up there, man, they're not looking out for me this weekend, man. I got my baby CYO games at 3:00 when Lamar should be kicking off. And then another one at like 5:30, man. So I'm gonna be watching the whole game from about a 3x7 Samsung.
Listen,
other than that, week's going good.
Listen, it's the small sacrifices, bro. Small sacrifices. And you just hope that they grow up to be grateful kids and not ungrateful bastards, So these are the hours that you put in to make sure that you show you dedicated, man. And they quickly get forgotten as soon as you don't do something around the house. But I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man. Somebody do that. It's good, Maddie.
Oh yeah, Maddie in the building. I see Lynn in the building. What's up, y'all? Yeah, man. On my side, just early year vibes. I think the dust is starting to settle a little bit, but it looks like another storm is coming. But just staying prepared for everything, staying in a positive mindset. It was interesting. I started off the year, man, it's just mad fatigued. You know what I mean? And I'm just, I'm talking to my wife every day, like, yo, I don't know what's wrong. Like, I'm sleeping later, you know what I'm saying? Not really exercising that much. She was just like, nigga, you old. I was like, whoa.
He wasn't ready.
Yo, I was like, but then it was funny, like, after she said that shit, like, I worked out for like 2-3 days after that. I was like, fuck, is this it? Like,
And you was right back. You was right back like nothing never happened.
yo, I was like, is this it? Like, have I hit the peak? Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. 20 minutes in, I'm sitting there on the couch, like, this can't be life. Like, how was I doing this before? But the good news is this week it seems like starting to break out of that funk, man. You know what I'm saying? The vibe is back there, waking up early. I don't feel like gravity is pulling on a motherfucker no more. So hopefully that was just a phase, but at the end of the day, I gotta respect the human body, man. I get it. I'm getting up there, so
And
ain't
playing
no
with
more
playing with
jumping out the
controllers.
gym. Ain't no more jumping out the gym, man. It's just gotta take my time.
I found out about a year ago. I have a bum ankle. Like I was like, like it's good from like Monday to Thursday. And
Yeah.
Friday afternoon it might start tweaking on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it kind of just lock up from sitting a certain way for too
Oh
long. And then it fades away after an hour or two. And it's like nothing never happened again. I don't know, man. It's
shit. Got
I
that
blame it
sometime.
on I blame it on the old like high school football injury, but it's like I was fine for years. Like I don't know. It's like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, man. Yo, that sometime ankle sucks, man. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it hurt. Like that shit sucks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Need both of them.
Oh god. But yo, today was pretty cool. I actually got to have some food from Moldova. There's a Moldova restaurant actually on Coney Island. If y'all want to take down the address, it is on, let me get this out the way. It is, you see, you work so hard to be ready. Okay, 1827 Coney Island Avenue. So it's out here in Brooklyn. We had to do a site visit for one of the health systems we bill for. And it was cool to go there because it's always good to like shake hands. You know about this, man, in your
Yeah.
field. But it's always good to make contact with people, let them know you're real, see they're real. But of course, after a good, healthy meeting, we wanted some food. So one of the guys we work with, he's from Ukraine. So he took us over there and it was really, really good. I got to try Mama Liga. It is actually a form of bread. So it says that in Romania, they probably couldn't have bread all the time, especially in the villages.
Mhm.
So this is what they usually had as their form of bread. And the interesting thing about it that the guy at the restaurant was talking about is it's actually a lot healthier than bread because in the
Okay.
actual bread that you buy, they have like additives in there. So it
Yeah.
was really cool to try. It almost looks like cornmeal, but it's a little bit more chewier. And then I also had sarmale. It is actually minced meat, rice, and root vegetables wrapped in cabbage, and it's cooked with.
No, I just when you say minced meat,
Yeah.
they gave you a clue on what that meat was.
Bro, at that point, I already took 2 bites, so I was
In too deep.
invested.
In
You
too
know
deep. My
what I
bad.
mean?
Go ahead.
I was in too deep, and I think all my halal folk, we already know the vibes, right? We just buying shit off the truck.
We
so
New Yorkers, man. We tough.
yeah, but it was good. It was really good to try those. Always try to try new things. I'm not that much of a foodie, but whenever I tend to go out with work folks, I get the privilege of trying new things. So it was pretty good.
What's up, man? Got shout out to the work folks. Man. It's cool to bring it. A lot of different cultures always come together. Just some people that's just not on your block. So I
Right.
mean, that's a good way to find out. Maddie say minced meat is crazy. That's a fact. But hey man, we live and we learn. You don't know if you don't like it till you try it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta try it one time. And if you ain't
No,
throw
yeah.
up, hey, it's a plus. So
I
you
mean,
might
it's still there's still time, man. But nah, like I listen, the service was really good, the food was really good. I'm not even gonna do that to them on this. Everything was cool, man. Hello, sorry for buying. I want to offer you. Oh, see, first day on Twitch, we already getting
there I go.
some
There I
other
go.
stuff.
There I go.
I see Tanya joining. What's up, Tanya?
Every time
Um,
you late, you have to dock you pay. You have to dock you some pay today.
definitely. So the other thing on social media, man, and this shit had me dying. Always scrolling through, looking at different stuff, and this one here, it's it was a post that said Jamaica is to women what DR is to men.
Yeah.
Now, I pose that here because I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't know what that means.
Oh,
But
man.
there is this infamous ride in Jamaica. I don't know the name of it because I've never been on it. I've only been to Jamaica with my wife, and that's it. But apparently there is this ride that single females are taking when they go out there. And let's just say they get full service when they take this ride. So I put it out there to our FCP Freedom Cajun family to explain to us what that means.
I think I've seen those vids where it's like a white chalky substance, it seems, where it's just being rubbed all over aggressively by one of the locals. Now when you say single, I assume only single people are allowed to take these massage type therapies.
I mean, nobody's walking around with a "I'm single" card, but I'm just saying it just seems to be an individual female on this let's say something. I don't even know what it's called, but it floats on water. It's not a boat, y'all, so don't get funny with me. But then there's two other gentlemen on there. I don't know if they're Jamaican or not, but they just so happen to be operating this thing.
But
I got me.
I haven't been to DR in some time myself, but the comparison of Jamaica for women from DR to men, if women are getting revved up by the locals, I don't. What are guys going to DR for? Like, I don't. Is it the beaches, the good weather?
Listen,
the beaches.
I've made it to DR unscathed, so I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying?
If you know in the chat, let us know. Like, what happens in DR? What happens in Jamaica for the ladies outside of the white chalk bath? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to know. Because whenever you do come back, I guess ladies from Jamaica, guys from where they coming from, DR. Your partner's at the airport sometimes. Hey, how was the trip? Like, you got 3 options on this story. Like, you could be short and sweet. Everything was great. Food was awesome. You could be extensive where you tell every single detail. You could there's a happy medium where you can kind of tell a couple things and leave a couple things out just because they don't benefit the story at the time. Where are you on the spectrum as far as when you get asked after the guy's flight, how was the trip?
It was cool.
Oh, short and sweet. You said they had honey roasted on the plane this time.
I'm a veteran, baby. I'm a veteran in this league, man.
It was cool. He said, would you go back again? I might. A little expensive, but I might.
Bro, I am a veteran in this league, man. You crazy? I am. What is it? I'm Kawhi Leonard. I'm Kawhi Leonard when it comes to that. So how was it? Right.
That nigga go fumble the bag. Some dude just be nervous, just give thumbs up. Like, I don't want to say shit. I don't want to say nothing. So, you should text me so I can text you back. Like, you know what I mean? We'll find out together.
That's a fact. Oh shit, man.
Another thing I found out today. It's 2024. I'm still finding out stuff every single day. But today came across I believe my socials on the X platform, aka used to be Twitter. Today is National Compliment Day. So I'm gonna say something nice. I love the hat, bro. Love the colorway you're going with. Hope it has something to do with what we're talking about later. Shouts to the God, you know what I'm saying, Mamba man. We'll get there. But I need to know who's responsible for these shits at this point. Like, some of these themes and national days and holidays that I'm hearing for the first time. So outside of Juneteenth that I let slide, like, I knew the history behind that. Like, it was just something, it wasn't celebrated, but it was on the rumblings for some time to get celebrated. So you kind of had a expectation of it coming. But things like this where they just kind of pop up, it's like, yo, we've been doing this for like 30 years. What? He's like, I need to know, like, is there a council that makes these days real? Like, is there a voting scenario? Like, my big question I need to know, like, when are they voting on Steak and BJ Day? I seen that happen one time. I seen it on the chat. I was like, yo, today's, it's on Steak and BJ month. I was like, we get a whole month? So, oh man, that's better. Oh man, that's better than all the other months. You know what I'm saying? But it came and went in like a weekend. So I'm like, maybe it was false news. You know what I'm saying? But I need to know who's making these up.
Yeah, I agree. I'm pretty sure that there has to be some committee somewhere. I mean, like, so I actually found out this year that every year the Tuesday after MLK Day is National Day of Racial Healing. So you can only imagine, and we're gonna get into this, y'all. On our February 1st episode drop, we're gonna be talking about Black History Month and the exhaustion behind honestly keeping up with everything black. I mean, it's tough business, y'all, but y'all gotta check out the episode for that. But it's exhausting keeping up with all of this stuff. I remember the first time I was exposed to all of these different days and recognitions, and I was excited about it because it was like, oh snap, like there's literally a guide to help you recognize. But I didn't know that the guide I had at that time was a lot bigger. It was actually condensed just for diversity, equity, and inclusion work. When I hit Google, it was like there is national what is it, Cancer Awareness Day. You got National Mental Health Awareness Day. Next Friday is Wear Red, February 2nd, right? For cardiovascular disease. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there. I don't know how people keep up with it, but I hear you on Steak and BJ Day and month. I'm here for no tax month, man. I already said it when
I like
Juneteenth dropped. When Juneteenth dropped, I was like, I want no taxes for a month. I would push it longer than that, but I think every other month, no taxes just for being black, bro.
I
Sorry.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm mad I didn't think of that sooner. That's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a good one. I like
Absolutely.
that. Taxes.
Yep.
Would like to know how they regulate that, but hey, man, it's good to wish. It's good to dream. Good to dream.
Absolutely, man. All right, let's keep this show rolling along. What we got next? Oh, so FCP Sports Corner, man. First stop, breaking news. Jim Harbaugh coming off of winning the national championship with the Michigan Wolverines. Just as we predicted, he is heading into the NFL. He will be the head coach of the LA Chargers. Kenny, tell me what you're thinking, man.
Listen, man. Leaving on a high note is great because everybody in the organization you leave and go, gotta go. Hey, man, it's been great, man. Like, man, big hugs. It's like, hey, we got to go find somebody with all this hardware we got now. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a long list, extensive. We might. Is your phone still working for a little bit of input? I know you got copies of the keys. You know what I'm saying? We might give you a call. You know, from here now to work a few things, but that's dope for him, man. Him and his brother both in the league now. But as a Charger, like, I'm happy, you know, great weather. You know what I'm saying? Very far from Michigan. Far from Michigan. Your home games are different. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope he could get turn that offense around. You know what I'm saying? They had a shaky year, unfortunately. But I think, listen, coming off of a championship team, regardless of the level that competition you played, it gives you a swag that you can kind of just walk on for a few months, if not a good season. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he comes in, gets everybody gels to him quickly, and he just keeps the thing rolling. But he needs to catch up to NFL speed quick. You know what I'm saying? I know he knows what it is, but I'll just a little slow down, not by a lot, but just enough for you to know that it's NCAA. But switching back on, you got to turn that heat up. So I just hope he's ready for that speed.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's cool that he's going to the Chargers. I believe that's the last NFL team he actually played for when they were the San Diego Chargers. He was with them from 1999 to 2000. So he has a unique full circle moment. And just to be clear, all of this news is via Adam Schefter through sources at ESPN. So we want to give credit where credit's due, where we're getting this news from. But it's a full circle moment because he went to college at Michigan, then came and coached there, won a championship, played his last season in San Diego Chargers, coming back there, coaching. So if history is repeating itself, the Chargers are banking on this whole full circle benefiting them in the form of a championship, man. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition.
I'm interested. Very interested to see the show. Very interested to see the show with that one.
Yes, yes. All right. So listen, 2 days from now, man, it will be 4 years since we lost the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and of course all of the other people who unfortunately lost their lives 4 years ago on January 26th, man. As you can see, I have the Lakers theme hat on, courtesy of my man Orlando, a different concept. You can see the number there. Kenny, man, 4 years later, man, how are you feeling about this?
To be quite honest with you, it still doesn't feel real. Like you have to remember it every so often and go, damn, that's right. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was that famous where, granted you didn't see him, but you felt like you still knew him just because you've seen him, regardless of the 80 plus games this season / year. He played a majority of them. You've seen the commercials, you've seen the promos, you wore the shoes, you like the sayings, you like the vibe, everything he was about, the family life, girl dad stuff. Just felt like a distant family member. And when he left, it was just like you didn't expect it, you didn't want it, you still kind of coping with it. But 4 years seems like it was way too fast. It still really doesn't seem like it was that long ago. But
Yeah.
shouts to the family. They keep the legacy going. Shout to Nike. They keep the legacy going for sure. But still don't feel real, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man. The presence is still very much felt in everything basketball. You remember when he had those moments where he would highlight the moves and the plays after the game. I think the way he did that, and then you saw Peyton Manning take it and do it as well. It was just a different way that he approached the game. It's almost disrespectful that he is not in the GOAT conversation, and every time everybody skips over his name, it really just hurts me to my core. But yo, kudos to Vanessa Bryant. Like you said, the way she's been able to sustain his legacy, protect his legacy. She's still coming for anybody who's profiting off of his name, and she's not
Mhm.
getting her piece off the top, or she
Mhm.
hasn't approved of it. And still carrying Gigi's name as well, man. The oh man, I wouldn't know what to do if I was in that position. So kudos to her.
Facts. Big facts. But Kobe, as you know, he was great. He had a lot of great moments in basketball. But this past Monday, 31, almost 20 years now, but back in '06, he had his famous 81 point game on January 22nd. And on that same exact date, Joel Embiid. Did you catch the game?
I didn't watch it, but trust me, I saw social media going nuts when he had 34 at the half.
Social media went nuts. His teammates was going nuts. He ended up getting 70 points that game. They beat the Spurs, and he caught a new record from the 76ers, and it was dope because it was showing every move that he kind of did. After a while, but you make 30 plus shots or so, you use every tool you got in the tool bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
was doing the back down, the paint moves, the 3 pointers. He was butter from the wing. He was making all his shots. Everything looked great. But is he in the was he in the contention to get an MVP again this year so far?
I don't see why not. He's averaging at least 30 points and I think over 10 boards a game.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a tremendous season,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't see why not. To me, he is outperforming Jokic this year, and
Correct.
rightfully so. I mean, for years we've seen them neck and neck, and the
Mm-hmm.
debate being like, why isn't he MVP? Now he is really aligning. Like this is a redemption ass year, man. You look at Lamar Jackson, you look at Joel Embiid. Just as individuals, I'm very happy for both of them. Just killing it.
Yeah, love that for them. But on a flip note, Joel Embiid, he caught the 70. It was great. Team won. Everybody's happy for him. You know what I mean? Franchise records. But on the other side of town, Karl Anthony Towns. Now he had a record setting night as well. He had 62 points for himself. New Timberwolves franchise record. But it was in a losing effort. And unfortunately, it was in a losing effort because he had a very inefficient fourth quarter. He was 2 for 10 down the stretch when they really needed him. And the team kept beating him. One, because it's like, yo, it's the most points you ever had in your life, bro. Keep getting these buckets. And two, is like, yo, you hot. You got damn near 60 points already, so we're going to keep feeding you the ball. But he lost steam. And the team didn't recognize he was losing steam in time, and it kept going to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's out there breaking the whole quarter away, and then the defense ain't keeping up no more. Ended up blowing an 18-point lead and losing the game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, there was an accident. It's like, yo, how do you feel about the record? He's like, it's kind of weird to make history when you lose, but it's just like Yeah, that sums it up, bro. That sums it up. You know what I mean? But the best part of it was the post game with the head coach. Did you catch any of that?
Yeah. Yeah. I felt his pain. He was absolutely right. Like, this is disgusting. This is not what basketball is about. And
Mhm.
the effort, and it's sad because I think they just were overtaken for the number one spot because they
Mhm.
were doing really good. They were actually a force to be reckoned with in the West. But
Right.
this is the immaturity that chased Jimmy Butler away.
Mm.
And this is currently, I think they got to get rid of Cat, man. I don't know what it is about that dude, but if you really want to see Anthony Edwards flourish, you got to bring in a veteran who can kind of be like, all right, you've had your fun. You're that dude. We know that you've made the highlight moves. This is what you gotta do to win the championship, right? And I felt that coach's pain.
I feel him. You know, you got to grow up, and hopefully sooner than later. But it
Yeah,
seems like the team recognized it after the game. Like, yeah, we were a bit immature. We all do need to do some personal growth. You know what
yeah,
I mean? But yeah, it was weird. They kept feeding the ball. He kept bricking. It's like he's hot. So what do we what do we
yeah.
do? You know what I'm saying? It was weird moment. But my question to you is: at what point during the game is it ever okay to kind of stat chase, if ever?
Um, I would say if it's a complete coach and team decision, because you've
Okay.
seen some coaches like leave a player in and they're up by like 20 just so they can
Mhm.
get the triple double. You know what I mean? They understand that, this is something that they're chasing, right? Remember when Russ was trying to you know what I'm saying, what is it, Oscar Robertson, he was chasing his record of averaging a triple double for the season. The
Mhm.
coach understood what the mission was. But in that particular case, once you start losing a lead, I think that's the first sign that, hey guys, all right,
Yeah,
he's not hot no more. We all got to step up. Let's win this game. We'll have another night where he could probably do this.
that's a fact. All right, because it was weird because like when you was like courtesy of James Wilson, when you're up by a little bit too much and you're trying to get your man touchdown or whatever the case may be, it's having the team having your back is one thing, but you need management, you need coach. Everybody needs to be on the same page in order for it to feel right. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And that's where they kind of had to disconnect because everybody wasn't on the same page at that moment, other than those 11 guys on the field at the moment for him. But yeah, but being down and chasing stats is weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. It's a
Yeah, it
weird.
always will be, man. But there was also some trades this week, and a couple of more trades will be happening before the trade deadline. The first one I heard of was the Charlotte Hornets. They traded Terry Rozier to the Miami Heat for a 2027 first round pick and Kyle Lowry. Um, damn, Kyle. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like he just won a chip with Toronto, and now he's on his second team now. I mean,
Right.
once you start getting caught in this trade shuffle, it tells you a lot about your status in the league.
If he wasn't showing up his status, the fact that he was named second as part of the perks on what they got for Rozier, like I thought they would have said Kyle Lowry first in the news and a 2027 first round draft pick. Nah, they said, nah, we got a first round draft pick, but oh yeah, we also got Kyle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being the back burner of that trade, it kind of just put your morality up in question. You definitely start questioning yourself when you're NBA champion, and this is how they're talking about you in the news. You should be
Yeah,
first.
man. Yeah, I mean, this point in his career, unfortunately, without having a stable team, this is the shuffle you get caught up with. But I'm happy for Terry. I remember the work he did when he was with Boston, and we got to the Eastern Conference Finals against Braun and them. So now he goes to Miami. Heat culture tends to bring the best out of players. So we'll see what he brings there. But the
Mhm.
trade I really wanted to, not even a trade, the the news I really want to talk about is the Milwaukee Bucks, man. I've never seen where a team is mid-season, super successful, and they fire the head coach, man. Adrian Griffin was dismissed from the Milwaukee Bucks. This is how shocked I am. I can't speak right now, guys. Adrian Griffin was dismissed from the Milwaukee Bucks, and I think within 6 hours they had Doc Rivers coming in as head coach, man. What are you thinking right now?
If my team is 30-12 when I got fired, second in the East, I don't know what else I could be doing to get us to where we need to be as a coach. You know what I'm saying? It might have been an argument or two in the locker room. Okay, part of the game, but we're still a successful brand. We're still moving. We still got an MVP at the head of the court running this for us. I did see some funny side news where there was like he made a with the coach was talking to Giannis. He's like, your brother is here as an insurance fraud like candidate. And I was like, hey man, he is getting a check because of his last name, and his brother is on the team. He can't even get the Dame time thing right. I don't know. He might be. He might be a plant. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might be a plant for the Giannis family. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I know it's all jokes and fun, but it was just super weird. They couldn't even get an All-Star break.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like you said, this had to be a record in which someone was dismissed / fired, and someone hired outside the organization was appointed that job that quickly. I know Milwaukee had him on the phone before they let that man go. I know they did.
They had him on the phone. They probably had him on the phone the minute they knew they was getting Dame. Like this, this was all in the works. They was just waiting for Adrian to say one wrong thing, man. Like that's like you know what I'm saying? You dating a girl, you got a great job, you providing for the crib, you cook, you give her the best sex of her life, and she leave you because you don't suck toes. Like it's like really?
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the big toe.
None of it. None of it makes sense. But hey, listen, shout out to Giannis, man. I'm not a big fan of nepotism, but if I'm ever in a position to put my family on, best believe it is happening. I don't care if they can't bill for shit. They probably gonna get hooked up in the mailroom just so they can get a check. You know what I mean? But if I'm running a company, yeah, I'm gonna have them just opening the door, making like 6 figures. They open the door. That's what I want to pay them. That's it.
That's a fact. That's wild. That's wild. This is definitely an inside job though. I don't know how. I'm trying to think of last time I seen Doc on the announcer stage. It's been some time. He hasn't been at all the ESPN gatherings. He's out there working on a playbook with a tall center in mind. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that was rough, man. That was rough. But for Milwaukee, I guess it's better to have your girlfriend before you dump your wife. That makes any sense? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be out in the streets cold. You know what I'm saying? But hey, is there? Do you think it's going to be successful though? There,
I don't know. Doc hasn't had really good success since he's left Boston. And then it depends on what you define as success. Like, has he gotten teams to the postseason? Yeah. But have they crumbled in the postseason? Yeah. So, and this is the first year of the Dame and Giannis experiment. So hopefully the expectations aren't that high, because I don't know how much of control Adrian Griffin had over the locker room. And I feel you, Charlie. I do think Giannis is pronounced Giannis, bros. Giannis. Sorry about that, Tanya. Tanya always
G silent. What? Tanya, breaking news. Jesus, thank you so much. I did not know.
Yeah, so when you got Coach Giannis on the bench, it can be like that. But Doc has. I hope that they give him grace that this season might not be it. But if he somehow turns it around and they are competitive in the postseason, then this could be his redemption.
Yeah, because the way he left Philly, nothing was with a bad taste in his mouth, but it's like he had so much it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like the same boat. It's not even a far ride. Well, it's a far ride. Milwaukee ain't close. But I really hope like it does have a change for him and it does work out.
Yeah. Really. And our last stop in sports, man, Cam Newton, he was on Good Morning Football and he was asked, would he be interested in playing in the NFL again? And he said only place he would play again is the Falcons.
I wonder why Atlanta. But listen, Bill Belichick, I think you're on a second or third interview over there, my man. If Belichick was the one to get the job, do you think he would want Cam back after having a year off?
I think it would be a conversation. You know, he did coach Cam for a brief stint in the Patriots. So, I mean, it's not like they don't have any form of rhythm. So, depending on how that relationship went, depending on where Cam's conditioning is at. And I think
Mhm.
Cam's mental state has changed a lot since his last stint. So I think it would work. I mean, Bill, he's done the straight and narrow thing with Tom Brady. Maybe it's time to come out with the, you know what I'm
So what you know,
saying, with the you know what I'm saying, with the rope chain over the sleeveless hoodie, and get the Falcons rolling.
if they get Bill Belichick some grills out there, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Bill, you know what? He's always been super receptive to his players. So if that's the culture, he might. I mean, he might. You know what I mean? He might pull a joint out. You know what I mean? Might pull a nice watch out on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
Who knows?
hey, yo, he said pull a joint. I got you, bro.
It's a nice watch. I said nice watch out. You know I mumble. I know I talk quick. You know what I'm saying?
So just a quick IG check-in, man. Shout out to Jeff, Tanya, got Shay Sweet Things on here, Charlie, Maddie in the building, man. Appreciate y'all checking in. So listen, we're gonna go over to some sports and then actually some entertainment. Have you heard the snooze freestyle from Fab?
Snooze. I don't know if I got that one yet. I've seen like 3 or 4 of them in the last month.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen chat.
So it's actually pretty dope. But the funny thing about it, bro, I listen to a lot of YouTube, as you know. Like I'm old school. I still like to look at the videos, right? So I press play on the video, and I'm hearing like my alarm, the alarm go off. So I'm checking my phone. I'm looking at Shay, yo, turn your alarm off. Like, what's wrong with you? She's like, it's not my phone. I don't have no alarm. I'm bugging out, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? So I pause the YouTube and it's done. So I'm like, all right, maybe it's done. I play the song again. The alarm goes off again. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm looking at my phone. It's the fucking video, bro.
Yeah, they caught you.
It's the fucking video, bro. Like that's what I get for not paying attention to the damn video. I played it, I walked away, and then I'm like, yo, whose phone is fucking going off like that? Like, it was nuts.
I hate when the TV when the visuals fool you into real life shit. Sidetrack. You know it started like that. You remember the movie Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
In the very beginning, they're doing these kind of like ads or trailers that you would see before a regular movie. But the movie starts like that. And these, so, you know what I'm saying? The dude advertising the energy drinks and the other dude on his fake impossible booty sweat. Well, there you go. It was like a good 2 or 3 clips. I'm like, yo, is this the movie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are these really coming out? I hate when they do that to me. Man.
Yeah, that was funny, man. But yeah, that shit had me this morning, man. That shit had me this morning. Maddie, he said hiring the man that smoked you after 29-3 is nuts. That's crazy.
If you can't beat him, you can't beat him, man.
Yeah, man. All right. What we got up here next? So I don't know if y'all are familiar with Jonathan Majors, man, and his legal troubles, but he was recently dropped from being Dennis Rodman. It looks like he was being casted to play him, but his legal troubles followed him, and now he was removed from the role. And if you're familiar with his other troubles, he was dropped from any roles he had with Marvel. What's going on, bro?
Unless Dennis Rodman wasn't a superhero, I don't see the correlation here. Like, I thought it was dropped Marvel. Like, I know he had a little court situation that kind of didn't get dismissed, but no jail time. You know what I'm saying? He was running for his life in the video that I saw.
Like, that's what I saw too. You know what I saw too.
Now, I didn't know they was dropping from all movies. I know it was giving him the Diddy treatment. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, like, and I think he would have played Dennis Rodman rather well. They got the same nose. I think it would have worked out.
Yeah, they got that same presence on screen without me getting too detailed. Listen, man, this just shows you how important protecting your brand is. You know what I mean? Don't argue in public, fellas. I don't know what to tell you. Like, keep your issues behind closed doors and learn how to control yourself, your words you use.
Correction. I'm sorry. I got to stop Charlie in his tracks. By the Diddy treatment, It's not that. What I meant was his situation has affected many other entities that's connected to him in a way that we didn't foresee coming, as far as the Diddy treatment. But I thought he just had a Marvel contract that stopped. It seems all acting gigs are now being stopped. All movies and scripts are on hold for this man. So he's kind of getting a Diddy treatment. So I feel bad for him in that regard. My bad, Sean, as you were saying.
Nah, it's all good, man. Hey, listen, sometimes we gotta give it the FCP cleanup, man. It's like that sometimes.
Hey, to a show.
Sometimes we gotta do it. Sometimes we gotta do it. All right.
What's your thoughts on Kanye posting revealing pics of his current wife?
I just hope we don't see one of those surviving Kanye documentaries at some point, man. You know, I'm worried. I'm very worried. If she's okay with it, I guess it's fine, but it's never going to look good. You know, it's never gonna look good, man. I don't know.
Like when they're out, her face is never in like a blink twice if you're in help kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? She looks at but she's had provocative photo shoots in the past. Just seeing it live though, like a still photo is one thing, but to see it in motion and moving, having floss over your chest, it doesn't leave much to the eye. But it's like I'm with Kanye West. It's like nothing's hitting anymore anyway. So here I am. And after the boat incident, I thought everything was up for grabs at this point anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? So not that she doesn't care, but she knows her.
I mean, we won't know until we hear from her. You know what I mean? Like we don't hear from her. We see her half naked all the time. Hey, listen, I get it. In the past, right? I don't know if she was like just going to get like groceries in floss. You know what I mean? Like they're just doing like natural everyday stuff. Hey, listen, like I said, if she's cool with it, it's cool. I just really do hope this don't turn into some documentary against Kanye, man.
See it coming fast, unfortunately.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But all right, man. This is that section of our live show where I have to give you my disclaimer for this segment. I am not a doctor. I just play one here on FCP. First thing first, shout out to all the nurses out there. The nursing industry, the nursing field was named the most trusted profession in America for the 22nd consecutive year. Bravo. I work with some amazing nurses, and I know there's some other amazing nurses out there that I know of personally. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to our family that just recently actually got, you know what I'm saying, into nursing, and extended family as well. So this is according to the Gallup's poll. While nursing still ranks number one, especially since 2020, the trust in the profession has fallen a couple points, but I need to add context. If you've paid attention to the news, there's been a lot of nursing strikes due to staffing shortages. So, of course, if somebody walked into your place of work and there was only one person doing a 5-person job, your ratings aren't going to be that high.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of stuff about that. I won't go into too much detail, but shout out to the nurses, man.
Also, nurses, you need them because the doctors is always busy for some reason. So you definitely need them.
Absolutely. So listen, there was actually a list of highest paying healthcare jobs. And they got like physicians, surgeons, dentists, and pharmacists at the top of the list. This was courtesy of Forbes Advisor of the 20 highest paying healthcare jobs. The list is based recently available on like the median annual wage of data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And once I find that list, I will tell y'all. But they did provide this list to everybody through the newsletter, man. So, but if you paid attention last time, we were talking about the states that really had the best healthcare salaries. North Dakota, people. If you are in the medical field as a physician, surgeon, or dentist, and you want to make bank, get your behind over to North Dakota. That's where it's at, man.
All right. Interesting.
Charlie said cops got to be 68th on the list.
I thought that was high. I thought there was at least in the 3-digit count. Like I trust my plumber more than them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's definitely. Oh, I found the list, y'all. I found the list. Hey, all right. So number 1, physicians and surgeons, the median annual wage is $229K. Number 2, general dentists, $155K. Number 3, podiatrists, $148K. Just a reminder, this is median annual wage, right? Number 4 is pharmacist, $132K. Medical dosimetrist, I probably pronounced that terribly, but you can go Google that on your own, $128K. Physician assistants, $126K. I'll just do the top 10. Advanced practice registered nurses, $125K. Optometrists, $125K. Veterinarians, $103K. And physical therapists, $97K. So that's the top 10, but you could go research the top 20. In case you're in the medical field, man, those are the top 10 of the top 20 highest paying medical jobs that you can have.
What's up, man? Does suck now. I do need a couple of years of school to get to any of those. But yeah, man, it's good to know. It's good to
know. Yeah, definitely, Charlie. So yeah, I love Charlie's comment. Shout out to the construction workers, man. Listen, when I see y'all, I'll be seeing them on the train, man. They be having the mask, the hoodie, everything, and I'm like, I know that's not enough, but I applaud you because I couldn't do it. I could not do it, man. For real.
I'll be moving fast and be cold. They be standing there free. I don't know. I can't do it.
Nah, absolutely. And I believe for my last update, so in a recent article in Cranes Health Plus, if you don't know it, it's one of the top news outlets for everything healthcare. The city is actually working on a big NYC medical debt relief program. This is courtesy of Kathy Hochul. If you've been paying attention to our last couple of live episodes, we've been talking about Kathy Hochul has been really busy with her budget planning for the upcoming fiscal year. And the city announced this medical debt relief program on Monday. It aims to relieve up to $500,000 in medical debt. But there's a criteria. Individuals of their debt has to be over 3 years. People must have a household income at or below 400% of the federal poverty line. Don't ask me what that is. I don't know who determined that.
400% below the program?
Yeah. I don't know.
How about a home and be homeless?
I don't know who determined that line, but that's what they're saying. Or have medical debt that equals 5% or more of their annual household income to qualify for the relief. So you can imagine there was a lot of people that were criticizing this because of the criteria. And if you think about it, the same issue people had with the student debt relief program, right? There was criteria that they were only resolving, I think, up to 20,000. And most of us underrepresented, marginalized groups, because if you say race now, you might get sued and all that. We don't have that minimum gap, right? Our you know what I'm saying? Our student debt is a lot higher than that, depending on what careers we were going after. So it's going to be interesting to see how they approach this, man. I don't know. I just, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I just play one here on FCP, and I'm giving you the news, man. So just pay attention to your bills when you go to the doctor.
Damn. A lot, man. I appreciate the FCP doc news, man. Hey, we need that. A lot of things you never knew. Now you know. Courtesy FCP.
Yes,
question for you. Like I know we technically have both been at the same job forever, but you ever filling out a job application? How do you feel about providing your race and ethnicity to the employer? when
I don't have
they
no
have
problem.
the option.
I don't have no problem with it, especially now that I know how important it is.
Okay, okay. Because some people they choose their they write not applicable or unknown or rather discuss in person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, just to kind of keep it vague. And I get it if you're nervous, if you feel the culture isn't what you may be there already, and you may be the difference. But I do understand why people kind of shy away from the question, depending on what they're submitting to. I do feel for that. Okay, all right. But if you really want the job, I think you should be truthful. I think you should write down what you got, what you are.
It's-
You want to
So
come on
that
the road.
so that's interesting because on the job application you have to fill that stuff out.
Mhm.
So it makes it that, and that's why it's purely just to get like people's perspective. On the job application, you have to put that, but then when you get into the company, and
Mhm.
then now they say go to such and such portal or whatever, and we want you to populate your ethnicity, then it
Mhm.
becomes why do I have to do that? Or
Mhm.
I don't have time to do that. You know what I mean? That's where the conversation gets interesting. And listen, whatever perspective people have is great. I just want to know
Yeah.
because it seems like something that is very hard for at least the organization that I work for to obtain. And the conversations can go in so many different ways.
When you say harder to obtain, as far as people just not wanting to fill it out, or just having the
We
option to
don't
write down.
we don't know because there's no option under it to say, are you black, Hispanic, AAPI, or other or optional? I don't want to fill this out. And why? And without that data, we don't know.
Ah.
It's just there's a lot of people that don't fill it out. Now, has it gotten better over time? I would say yes, but there's still gaps. So I'm just, asking around, hey, if your employer told you to go to this website because we're just trying to track who is actually working where, because it'd be interesting, right? If you have different tiers in your company, it'd be interesting to know if at the lower tier that's where more of the marginalized groups are, and then at the higher tier that's where we find a predominant race. That's the only way you could really tell, right? I mean, I don't know, but I'm always here for other opinions.
Okay. As far
Charlie
as
said putting white every time.
every time, just in case. But now, as the most recent, race and ethnicity isn't the only thing that they're asking. They, uh, the gender question has another few boxes to it now.
Yeah.
Whether you want to just write X or not applicable. Have you come across anybody leaving the gender section blank?
No, I mean, me personally, I haven't seen it. Is it possible? I mean, that you got to be really, really naive to leave that blank. I think that's got to be a hard stop in most systems.
Mhm.
But no, I don't think that's an issue. I think the additional selections have
Mhm.
become the topic of conversation.
Gotcha. Because I remember last summer, as far as just getting the kids into summer camp, they was
Mhm.
asking, "Hey, what did your kid like? Male, female, binary." They just started. It was like 6 other things. I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
what happened after the first two?" Like, you know what I mean? But I just like that's crazy because they have parents answering this for their children.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's rough. That's rough, man.
No,
Rough.
absolutely. Absolutely. All right, man. As we are moving along, we appreciate everybody who's hanging around with us. So, the main topic of tonight's show is dry January, man. But the funny thing about this, Kenny, I'm gonna let you start it off with your line of questioning, and then I'll get into it.
Like for one that's not familiar with what dry January is, similar to like a no shave or no nut November kind of thing. Is that something that this is going towards?
Well, I mean, I love your line of questioning, so let's stick there for a minute.
I mean,
Pause,
like,
pause, right?
you know what I mean? Because like dry January, as you know, I don't know if you want to get specifics on what that is as of yet before we get into the questioning.
No, towards the end,
Okay,
but I like what you had here, man. Let's run with
okay.
it. No,
But yeah, like if it's similar to No Nut November, listen, man, a lot of people can't do that as hard as it is. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, no pun intended. But if you couldn't survive No Nut November or No Shave November, I don't even think you're qualified to even move on to other months where there may be a stipulation that you can't qualify or do in these 30 days.
mm,
Abstinence is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you look yourself in the mirror on the first, go, yo, we're doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the third come around, you like scratching this shit. It's like, it's gonna be a long month for you. But if you had to give up some outside of dry January, of course, and we'll get into the main purpose of that. But if you had to abstain from something for 30 days, whether it be food or addictions or even like a personal maintenance thing that you always do every week or every 2 weeks, like haircut, a quick manicure, whatever. Is there something you can live without for a little bit?
Whew. To really test myself, I would say cookies. Cookies are my nemesis, people. I swear, I walk in that kitchen and they just look at me like, come here, nigga. Like, you know, you want some of this chocolate chewy chip deliciousness over here, man. Like, it's insane the love I have for cookies. You know how much I love cookies? We was leaving your crib one night, right? And Kennedy comes in the kitchen. And I had a paper towel rolled up in my hand. She was like, "Did you steal snacks?" I said, "Nope."
You lied to a kid.
She caught me coming out the pantry, dog. I had like 4 chip boys rolled in a paper towel. I thought I was a ninja. I was like, nobody's gonna see me.
Nobody's gonna see me.
Yo, as soon as I closed the door, she looked at me. She like, I was like, don't look at me like your father. Your father gives me that face. What's that face about? She was like, did you take snacks? I was like, no. She was like, let me see the paper towel. I was like, listen, you don't tell me what to do.
If there's anybody that's gonna regulate snacks in this house, it's Kennedy, bro. She is a snack connoisseur. Like nothing gets past her. Coming in or going out, nothing gets past her.
I'm convinced she knows the chip count, she knows the cookie count, she knows the gummy snack. Yeah, I get it, man. So, but yeah, that's how deep it is, man. Like if you got cookies and I'm around and you tell me these are uneatable cookies, they just became eatable cookies, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I will find a way.
that quick. That's bad funny. So cookies. So it's cookies. All right. As far as personal maintenance or any addictions, is there anything in those categories that you think you could not live with for a few weeks?
Oof. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because
like right now, you might fake be addicted to waking up early. As far as like your body's just kind of programmed to probably do that 5:30, 5 o'clock thing. Because it's just a habit when you work. Like if you had to wake up at 8 a.m. now all of a sudden for the next month, like could you do that?
I mean, the way my body been operating lately, remember I told you to begin this shit. I ain't waking up that early no more. It just started like today. I was gonna say before, like the way my Pornhub subscription worked. I'm just playing. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of. I guess I would say the other thing would probably be working out because I work out all the time. I don't think I don't know how I would give that up for a month. That just sounds deadly to me.
Yeah, it was weird, right? Like, it's too much. Now, people do abstain from things like certain foods or addictions or like personal health care, for their own self-appreciation, for their own worth, to know that what they committed themselves to, they were able to complete. If you was offered a prize after these 30 days, do you think it'd be a lot easier to endure that thing that you swore up and down you wouldn't do for the 30 days?
Depends on the prize. Like, so if it's like a really, really good prize that I'm looking forward to, I can lock in. I probably wouldn't see you for 30 days, but I can lock in.
I mean, if you gotta lock in, you gotta lock in. Like, I'm saying? You have to understand that.
I tell my job I'm taking all meetings from a bunker. Like, I'm locked in, man.
That's funny. Yep. All right, now I'm gonna put you the money to the test. I'm gonna see where you at. Like, if somebody said I would give you a cash prize, to let's say not use the internet for 30 days, how much money would you need for that to go down? Is it even possible in 2024?
No.
Damn. No. There's no amount of money that you could accept to not use the internet for 30 days.
Because I'm honestly sitting here, bro, thinking about how I would be able to even monitor my money and make sure that everything goes through the internet, bro. Like
He
I'm
said, I get lost without it. I can't
yeah.
even drive places. I've never been.
Like I'm just trying to think. Like once again, I could be in the bunker, but I need internet. Like I needed to at least be able to communicate and handle my marketing business. But that's crazy. Prize 850 credit score, lock me in. I feel you, Charlie. That's a hell of a prize.
Internet for 850. It's gonna be a long 30 days, man.
Yeah,
It's a long 30. Do you travel by car often? I know you like,
not really.
okay, so you could probably give up solo transportation vehicles like as far as the environment. If you was that guy, like, hey, no gas burning, no fuel, no fossil fuel on my watch, you can do that. He said I'd do that for free. It's not even. Would you go vegan or fully organic for 30 days for a prize?
Yes, because I actually have.
Are you done for free?
No, I wouldn't do it for free. I've been thinking about doing it, but for a prize, that would definitely give me the push I've been looking for because I want to try it, especially organic. Really just to see what it does for my body.
Is there a price that you would have to accept to commit to all February going vegan?
I'd say 20 mil.
20 mil for vegan? Damn, bro. Yeah. He said, I got 5,000 right now. What's good? He's like, all right. It's like, all right. It is a mil. I'm missing 20 mil for healthy. Jesus Christ.
I got big
the best guy online.
I got big goals, man.
My life said he could do no internet for 30 days for $1 million. Like it's funny when I ask these questions because when people have the price of a prize and money that they could choose from, the numbers be astronomical. But if a real life cash in front of you, like, yo, it's $10,000, bro. Can you do this for 30 days on the internet? You saying no?
I'm taking the cash and running, man. I ain't got to do shit.
You got to catch me. You're gonna have to catch me. Technically, Tanya, yes, unless you are able to walk into work without navigation and you don't need your cell phone on mark because it's all interneted up. You can get work done somehow. Nah, probably not. No work. You have to take off.
Yeah, like
there's no more Outlook. There's no more Outlook.
Yeah. Y'all niggas gotta call me and okay, so I can have phone service. Yeah, y'all gotta call me. Like every single thing, y'all gonna have to call me. That's it.
Like if I could choose my destination, like remote island type shit where I just have no service, no signal, no internet, no anything. Whatever. I chose this life. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't just leave me on my block. Be like, good luck. Like,
yeah.
This I can't do, man.
Yep.
This I can't.
Yeah, because everybody else is already like this all day. What are you going? You're gonna be the only person out the matrix, just like, oh my god.
Now this last label, as far as a prize with money being involved, you, my man, I know you're antisocial, but you're social at the same time. So, could you commit to $1 value to not be social for 30 days? No going out to bars, no social events, just at work at 8:59, back home by 5:02. Like, what I'm saying? Like, for 30 days.
No.
He said, I'm not even putting $1 on that, bro. Just keep your money. It's not working out. It's not going to work out.
I'd fail. I get cabin fever so fast, man. Like it's insane. And it really just honestly be to go out for a little bit and be like, all right, I'm out. Y'all. Like
I tried my best, y'all. It's day 4. Like I said, I tried my best, y'all.
Yeah,
but shit, the no-go out one, I think I can do that because
you already don't go out.
I'm a homebody as is. Like I need wild convincing to go out as is. Like I'm like, ain't nobody's birthday. It's just a regular. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like, Saturday just sound crazy to me. Like, I said, shit, I'm 40. He said, try me in 30 days. Like, I see you then. He said, come back with my bag, please. Like, what's this over here? I got another one. if your partner agreed to abstain from something for 30 days, but it affects you personally, how do you cope? Like, say your partner said, "Hey, man, there's no nut November for me this month."
Mm.
Like, bitch, it's February. What are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you? What? How are you dealing with that now? Is it something that you kind of do? Just, hey, my pain is your pain now, or is it a tough cookies thing? I got to make these ends meet on my side of the fence.
Yo,
Go
listen,
ahead, brother.
it all depends, right? It all depends. If she sits down and she says, "Listen, I can't nut, so you can't nut," I'm riding with the cause, man. I'm riding with the cause.
Now, now, see, here's the thing. Like, where's the regulation in this? Like, who's saying, "Hey, whoa, it's a long shower, huh?" Like, nah, man, just like soap. Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you? I just need to know how we regulate it. I guess the honor system is what we will go by, right?
That's all you got, unless we're gonna be watching each other 24/7 for 30 days, man.
Oh, man, why are you walking so light on your feet? What's that about? You got bounce? You got bounce against that nigga? Nah, no bounce. No bounce at all.
Yeah, nah, she would be able to tell because I get angry. Like when shit don't go down for too long, I'd be like, yo, why the fuck is the couch not right? Like it wasn't here. It wasn't on the wall when I left it. It was up here.
And Charlie said, "Yo, your balls feel light." He was like, "Something's up." It's like, something's up. He said,
That's
"It's day
real.
2. This ain't right. I'm weighing these every night. Something's off."
That's
Like,
real. You
damn.
gotta,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's rough.
that's real.
That would
Nobody
be
wants a
rough.
ball check. Pause. Nobody wants a ball check.
But that's if it was a no nut November. Let's say that your partner said, "I'm going vegan."
Mm-hmm.
Do you gloat now when you come home with like steak leftovers? Like, are you just like you smell out the microwave? Yeah, it's Peter Lucas, baby. Sorry about the little thing you're going through, but don't eat my steak. Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you? How are you approaching that one? That version of that?
No, I'm not even bringing that around her, man. I'll get hurt.
Uh,
My
no
wife
gloat.
Puerto Rican. She'll stab me.
Uh,
That ain't happening.
no
Nope.
gloat. No gloat. Not even the first week.
Nah,
You gotta see.
man.
You gotta see if they bad. You gotta test them.
My wife is 100% foodie. I wouldn't even enter that because you know what's gonna happen after the 30 days? I'm gonna get hit with some sort of restriction. I don't want no problems because if I work with her through the 30 days, that means the next 1 or 2 days after are gonna be awesome because we all know it's short-term memory when you're a man and you do good things, right? You get like 2 days tops, and then it's fuck you all over again.
Give it some good ones. Some good ones. I think I'm definitely gloating the first week and in the last 2 days for sure. I got to see if you're really about this life. You know what I'm saying? I have to see, like, you know, vegan. You want none of this burger? All right. I see your ribs touching. You want none of this burger?
Yeah, I
These
can
are
see you.
good fries from Wingstop. You want none of that?
I can see you chefing up her favorite meal, man. I can see it now.
Every day on purpose, like, oh, is this your fave? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know, baby. You want me put it in the freezer? You eat it in 33 days?
Oh.
Yeah, she would hate my guts for the first week and the last few days. She would hate my guts inside out. Yeah, but I give it the biggest hug on day 31, man. Like, hey, you did it, man. And I was
Yo,
an asshole. And I was an asshole. You did it. That means you was about that life. You know what I'm
definitely,
saying?
definitely.
Um,
Oh man, Charlie funny asking if she gonna finish and knowing the answer is no. Oh man.
word, that's how it be. That's how it be.
All right, man. All right. So yeah, when I saw what you put in here, I found that shit funny as hell.
Mhm.
But the actual meaning of dry January, if you didn't already know, is no consuming alcohol from January 1st to January 31st. And so like you said, would you think be able to do this if you're in the chat, whatever platform you're on right now? Once again, thank you for joining us tonight. But let us know, would you be able to abstain from alcohol for 30 days? And if you have already, let us know how it was. I
Mhm.
personally know someone who has not had alcohol, I want to say for about a year now, and you know what I mean. They have a strict regimen that they follow when they attend certain events, and they've pretty much found it to be like any other day. And I think the coolest thing that they brought to the table was understanding how it talks about, or it actually gives you an evaluation of your relationship with alcohol. You know, what do you usually use it for, in what settings, and things like that. But I mean, that's exactly what dry January is. And the interesting thing also about it, or y'all know me, I'm a big fan of statistics. According to an article from Business Insider, this was released January 6th of this year. They took data from over 15,000 users of the mindful drinking app Sunnyside and found that last year, 35% of those aiming for the sober month of dry January were drinking in the first week. and more than and more than 27% of them did so on a Friday. So I mean, this is like when you said, like, could I abstain from going out Friday, man? Usually everybody I speak to is talking about what they're about to do after work, as far as libations, going out, whatever it is. So that is the tough part.
Decisions. Yeah, I'm not built. I'm not built. I could do it if I did a handshake bet. I could probably get it done. But I don't see me just waking up one day looking in the mirror. Then I get in here for 30 days. I mean, I just don't drink that often where I feel like I would need the break.
Yeah, Charlie said we failed at midnight. That's for damn sure. We sure did, man.
Yeah. January was off to a rough start.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Yeah, Tana, you gotta let us know, man. Like Kenny said, what's damp January? I never heard of that.
I never heard of that at all.
Yeah. I highlight that. I be in the liquor cabinet handshaking like I got Parkinson's.
So who put all this in here? It was me. Yeah, I did that shit last month.
Oh man, but yeah, that's dry January, people. But definitely what I hear is people saying just evaluating your relationship with liquor. And listen, it could be anything, like Kenny said, right? If it's not an addiction, you should be able to stop it. I mean, I believe in that wholeheartedly. You're allowed to believe in whatever you believe in, but if you tell me that it's not an addiction, then you can stop it. And if you can't stop it, then it's probably time to really think about your relationship with that addiction. So I'll leave it at that. All
right. Quick heads up. Tanya said it's picking a day to drink and setting a limit on drinks. So
okay.
Yeah, it's not damp. It's not dry, but it's a little wet. You know what I mean? It's not Niagara. You know what I mean? It's a slow faucet on Saturday nights. Like, you know what I'm
saying? Got you. So it's the pre-warm up. I got it. No problem. I got it. A little alcohol foreplay. I get it. No problem. Not at all. Nigga Fabe said, I don't go outside neither. It costs too much. I hear you, bro.
Hey, bro, I don't either.
I hear you.
Ain't nothing out there for me. Except like food runs. Ain't nothing out there for me.
He said food runs. Ain't nobody there for me.
Yeah, potatoes. I'll be back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm running out for now. Oh, we ain't got no more gas. I'll be back. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's essentials only.
Yeah. So just looking at the new people that joined us on IG, I see SKL in the building. I see Bushwick 69 joined us, man. Appreciate y'all joining in. Jeff said, I drink on occasion. Sometimes I go months without drinking. That's dope. That is dope, player.
Months at a time is dope. What's the longest you think you've gone without a drink? Like not on purpose, just not paying any attention to it.
I want to say when Shay was pregnant. And I always stick by that. That was probably the longest time I went without drinking because I didn't have my drinking partner. So it was really just, you chilling, I'm chilling. What's the point of doing it? You know, like is what it is. But I would say probably a little over a month, if not a month. Because we was just chilling in the crib most of the time.
Makes sense. Makes
Highlight
sense.
said, ain't gonna hold you if you're setting drink days and intentionally setting drink limits, you have an issue. Mm.
That was deep. That was deep.
Hmm. SKL said, you correct. Ain't nothing out there for you.
Man, you're right on time. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. All right. But love that discussion. Love the engagement, y'all. Appreciate y'all as always. Dry January. All right. Um, all right, so we're gonna anything else on that, bro, before we keep it pushing?
Nah, nah, nah. Maybe next January, but doubt it.
So as we move over into movies, TV show, and music recommendation segment, y'all, some terrible, terrible, terrible news has hit the social media waves, man. If you are a fan of the show Rap Shit, it has been canceled, y'all.
Now
Moment.
I was told that they just won't be back on the network that they were on. It's done. They're not even nobody else even gonna pick it up.
I saw it canceled.
All right. I was giving it. I'm
Now,
trying to.
now, now that's interesting point, right? It could have just been that Stars canceled it, but another network could pick it up. I don't know if there's a difference in the terminology, but for right now, it will not be back on Max. So yeah,
All right. All right. What's that? Monarch on Apple TV. Let me write that down. Hold on. Hold on. I love
Shay,
getting recommendations from the chat.
Shay, sweet things. I do not know. I do not know. I'll tell you this season. It had its moments, but I can probably see why this season really didn't catch on. And then remember, y'all, they had the Screen Actors Guild strike. I don't know if that kind of impacted the let's say the ratings and the people being invested. A lot of people had to find other shows. Probably got deep into other shows, other movies. Probably stopped even watching shit. So it could be that, but a lot of times they really don't tell us why these shows get canceled.
It's
It's
usually a money thing for the most part, where either it was re-up time, and some actors, actresses like, yo, I need to get paid a little bit more. We got I seen the streaming numbers, and the networks like, yo, well, let's spend a lot on the budget. You know what I mean? We can't pay you and support the camera crew. So when there's no happy medium there, they just kind of split ways until Netflix come through with the big bag, get everybody. You know what I'm saying? Screwing up like they did. What's the airplane show that I liked and they stopped? Manifest.
yeah.
Pick that up. And that last season was trash. So you know what? I'm gonna keep Rapture where it was. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. Another place pick it up. It might not be the same writers. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather things end on top than end on a downward spiral. I'll say.
Yeah, it looks like Highlight for Greaves. He said the same thing. Watch Netflix come around the corner and pick it up, man. Hey, listen, hey, who knows? 50 might pick it up, man. 50 out here, you just trying to do the cleanup thing and say, hey, you ain't making money over there. Come get with
Death
me,
Row.
man.
Greenlight Games, the new Death Row.
Absolutely. Next up, Love on the Spectrum. So for any of y'all who are new to Freedom Cage podcast, autism is very near and dear to me. My son has autism. He is 11 years old, and we are grateful to God that he is flourishing. He is doing his thing in school. But we are still very much invested in the autism community. And the beautiful thing about this show, Love on the Spectrum, is that it shows you adults that are either on the spectrum of autism or probably just dealing with neurodivergent issues. And they're on there actually looking for love. And this is great, insightful information for my wife and I, because at one point he's going to be looking for love and understanding how to engage them. Of course, this is not the main source of information we're using, but it's cool to see that they actually have ways that therapists work with these adults so they can actually go out there and find love amongst the people. So it's really good show. It's on season 2. I recommend that anybody, any parents out there who are within the autism community as caregivers, or if you have autism yourself, you should check the show out. It's really good. They actually have a European version of it. I think it started over there and then it made it over to the US. But really, really good show.
I saw Christina talking about it the other day on socials. That's what's up. I got that on the watch list for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love the brutal honesty, like to just keep it 100, 1,000, and that's the best you can ask for. And they keep it all the way with you. I do appreciate that. One other thing I did see on last week was the movie Lift on Netflix with Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
was
an
pretty
action movie. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. He can do it all. It seems like, you know what I'm saying. And it's weird. He had a comedy thing with Chris Rock. I didn't even catch it yet. Like he's just doing so much stuff. I just haven't had the time to catch all the newest stuff yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I caught the movie and I liked it a lot. It was really good. And another show that I caught on. I know I'm late. Please don't judge me. But Mayor of Kingstown over on Prime, pretty damn good. I'm only like on episode 5 right now. I'm hooked. I'm on that shit, bro. I'm like, Dave, living room now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Matt? I'm really, really good show. Really good show so far.
Yeah, Mayor of Kingstown is dope. Yeah, it's dope. And Lift, I give Kevin Hart kudos for starting to try and branch off from the comedic roles he usually gets. It was a great start. Fight scenes, choreography needs some work. But I think overall it was a great foray. I mean, but it's not his first, right? He had Fatherhood, he had True Story. So I think when he starts to do more of those consistent roles, he'll start to make that transition that Jamie Foxx made. So it really depends on whoever his agent is, or maybe him directly finding him those roles on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's getting to the point where he can produce a lot of these movies, not solo, but I think he comes with the script, he comes with the cast, he comes with all the camera crew, he has everything he needs. He just needs like 1 or 2 more backings to get the movie, like, I guess, distributed, honestly. So he can do a lot of these on his own. Just drop whenever he wants to now at this point. He can make his own script. It's dope.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah. And I see High Life mentioned, man. I saw that too. For all you WWE fans, you'll remember last week we told you that Netflix is now streaming NFL inside the NFL. They will also be streaming WWE. So that Netflix price hike is coming.
Again.
Coming.
And we're not talking, hey, you're here and at grandma's house. We're talking just all kinds of fees. Getting grandma, man. That's messed up.
Definitely. All right. So just some closing thoughts before we let y'all go, man. Just a quick question for any of you who have been out, who have been with people, just simply talking, having a good time. And then there's that awkward silence. How do you deal with awkward silence?
I think it really depends more so on the location and personnel. Like, if it's an elevator and it's a bunch of strangers, and we're on floor 1 and we all got to go up to like floor like 29, it's gonna be quiet for that long. I might do a fake cough, just kind of break it a little bit. But there's so much you can do in an elevator with a bunch of strangers, bro.
That's interesting because just from my thought process, I thought awkward silence is like y'all already are in the middle of a conversation, and then all of a sudden it gets quiet.
Oh, with those kind of awkward silences, it's just weird. Like when you're having a conversation with someone that you know or familiar with, and then it gets awkward. Like I go, damn, you awfully quiet. That's usually that's how that happens a lot in the car with the kids. Like, hey, how's your day? Oh, school was good. And then, man, like, yo, like, hello, what else happened? Like, I know it was more than good to the day. Give me more day. You know what I mean? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
You got to bring it up.
That's
the awkward time means it's time to wrap that up.
Yep. That's a fact. Yeah, for some of y'all on IG, man, we're getting some comments through YouTube and Twitch, man. Shout out to Fabe Soul tuning in from YouTube. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I've always found it where, I'm not a big talker. Anybody who knows me, I don't talk that much. So I feel like after we've like gone through the normal pleasantries and we've gotten to the foundation of our conversation, I'm almost thankful for phones now, because I start to think back now. What did I used to do when I was done talking to somebody? Did they just walk away? Did I just walk away? Did we both just start staring around looking for whatever it is to draw our attention?
Mhm.
Or did it just force us to keep the conversation going? Because now you stop talking, it's like this, right into the phone, to the
The phone.
thing that keeps me occupied, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know what? What's a good awkward silence? You ever seen a parent like yelling at a kid in public, and everybody around agrees with the parent? Like, you know, you know. What I mean, after the yelling, you can hear a pin drop. It'd be so quiet between. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean, after whatever the parent said last, it just be like silence on that whole aisle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. So here's the thing. Do you think you could just sit in silence with someone?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think that's one of the best things. If we can be in the same space, doesn't have to demand conversation. Because let's be real, y'all. We know all those people that demand conversation. Like if it's too quiet, they'll
Mm.
just start talking about, hey, your toes ever rub together and itch? Like it's like, bro, we are
Yeah, there's not a clock for you somewhere, please. Like, you know, what I'm saying? You got a clock out or something. Like, don't you got somewhere to be? Like, yeah, I
like,
hate those kind of conversation topics.
yeah, man. Like there's some people that it just can't be quiet. They got like it's just like machine gun fire when you in front of them. Like, let me tell you, and it's like
Mm.
double dutch trying to get in the conversation to tell them I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go.
You ever did that? Oh, my phone's ringing and ain't nothing lighting up. Oh, look what it is. Oh shit. Hey, when that happened. So I gotta go, man. Gotta go. Um,
Oh, man. Shout out to
question
A
for you.
Dub. Shout out to A
Question.
Dub. He said it shows you trust the company around you when you can sit in silence.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Big fact. Uh, question. What would you do if your partner got a tattoo of your face on their face?
I'm out. I'm out. Like I can't take you to Ruth's Chris and you got a big ass tattoo of my face on there. Like I
Yeah,
appreciate you trying to show your loyalty, but you had all this real estate, baby. Like
yeah.
there's so much real estate to do that, and you chose your face. Like you now I'm scared that you gonna turn psycho because you can't do nothing about that if I say, this ain't really working. Nah,
Uh,
man. Like
I don't really look like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you trying to say? Like I saw the vision, but it wasn't really executed well. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to be very critical of a permanent fixture. But me personally, I'm breaking up immediately just because
mhm.
I'm not gonna be kissing myself, and I don't want to explain this at every function we go to.
Yeah.
Like I can't. That's you? Yeah, that's me, man. What happened to the? Is that you too? Yeah, me. Me too, man. Yeah. What happened? I branded the bitch. Not, but yeah, you don't. It's I don't want to be explaining that every time, bro. I really don't.
Yeah.
Not the corporate. It's no more corporate functions. It's over.
Yeah. And then
So,
and then imagine the question she gonna get. Like, did you lose a bet? Like, all the girls, she definitely getting kicked out the group chat for that one. Like they gonna be like, we can't roll around with you, girl. You practically just that's violation of an unknown girl code. I'm pretty sure there's an unwritten rule, and
yeah,
shameless plug on the last line.
yeah.
But I'm pretty sure there's an unwritten rule on that. Like face, nah, my wife can't do that. Mm-mm.
Like you said, you had mad options. You chose your cheek. Jesus Christ.
The
You
wrong
chose that
cheek.
cheek. That cheek at that.
Yeah,
Oh, we gotta
the
go.
wrong cheek.
Duration of board.
High Life High Life said he just learned. Oh, so going back to the awkward silence, High Life said he just learned the word today for that. It's called buttonhole. Whoa. Ayo. When some lone arrest in is in an unexpected convo. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna ever use that word. I think I'm gonna stick with awkward silence. But thank you though. That's I get it.
Yeah, I read that and I said, I'm not touching that. I was trying to see it. It ain't seen. Like, I'm gonna let that one. I'm gonna let it fly. I can't explain it. But all right.
Yeah, I can't be like, yo, man, why you nah?
Word. I mean, man, highlight. We appreciate the intel, man. We appreciate
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right. So was the last thing I got here, man. After that is the feedback portal, and I think this is important because, as we all know, feedback comes in both positive and negative forms. And I think there's a natural course to how we gravitate to feedback, right? And essentially, people are always going to gravitate to the best feedback that makes them feel good. But to me, you should gravitate towards the feedback that's most beneficial, right? And granted, this is purely subjective, right? It's my opinion. If we think about growth, if you're really trying to take your career, personal life, spiritually, health wise, whatever it is, to the next level, there has to be a feedback mechanism that's real, that you can absorb and understand that it's coming from a safe place. Now, this is an agreement, contract, whatever you want to call it, that you're making between these people who you've let into this feedback portal. And I'm saying this because I feel like there's so many people who are being misguided because people are telling them what they want to hear. And
yes, man.
yeah, exactly. And you have to, I implore this, you have to be mindful that you need the feedback that puts you in the best position possible if you really want to grow. And there's ways to see that, because if you still have the same set of people who are your feedback mechanism, your feedback portal, whatever you want to call it, your circle, and you have not seen growth, they are not in positions that you would like to be in and helping you get there. These are little signs that are telling you probably need a different feedback portal.
Yeah.
So I can't stress it enough, y'all. Go back, think about all the advice that you've gotten, at least to start this year, because y'all know Q3 ends. I'm going to be doing the check-ins. How we doing? Because we only got 3 more quarters left before we're talking about 2025 is here.
Facts.
Go ahead, my brother.
Positive versus negative with the feedback portal. I like both sides of that, because the yes men is cool. The ones that'll never say no to you, as far as this looks high. Oh, this is dope. But you always need the real person, like your mom or somebody in the corner, to go, I don't know about that, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just I like to take all the positive that I can, but not let it consume me, and try to take some negative every so often just to kind of balance me out. Just so, I can kind of pick and choose and make my own path versus what I got from the good side and what I got from the bad side. But both I think are needed as far as just trying to figure yourself out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. And be careful of the people who joke around a lot about your flaws. That's another thing you really got to pay attention to. After a while, it ain't a joke no more. It might be really how they feel about you.
I don't think they playing, man. I don't think they playing about that shit.
You know what I mean? Like, and you just did with nah, man.
Thumbs off, man.
Yeah.
I would say something quick. Word, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Absolutely. So outside of that, brother, I think that's it for us tonight.
That's all I got on this Wednesday, my good man. Weather's breaking, feel good about that. But outside of that, all I got, man. That's all I got.
All right.
Real quick, in order for it to be truly feedback, it's got to be constructive and shouldn't have an undertone of personal agendas. Absolutely, do agree with that, A-Dub.
Beautifully typed.
Nailed it.
Yep, absolutely, man. Listen, we appreciate all of y'all for joining in, man. Shout out for the people who joined us on IG, Twitch, YouTube. Appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all hit subscribe if y'all not subscribed already. New episode will be dropping next Thursday, February 1st. So be on the lookout for that. We'll probably drop another, not even probably, we are going to drop another sports episode, because this Sunday, after Kenny watches his CYO games and the conference championship games,
quadruple booked out there, dude. CYO, man. Count your days. Jesus.
Hey, and listen, let us know because we can always go live depending on schedules. We can always go live after the fact, like we did last Sunday, to talk in real time what's happening. Y'all hit us up, let us know how y'all feel about that. But yo, once again, man, we are FCP. I'm Senor Lee.
Take care, man.
We out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. See y'all next Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Peace.